Welcome back, everyone. My name is Kenny Cormandy from the Airgun channel, My Airgun Reviews, and today we are looking at the new product from Ninja. This is the Ninja 90cc light 4500 PSI fill station. Carbon fiber tank. It's very light. Unlike the others, this one has adjustable fill pressure. Most of the tanks come with a single gauge for your tank pressure. This one comes with a second gauge to show you how much you're charging into whatever you're putting the air into. It's adjustable. You're selectable from 1000 psi up to 3000 psi. And today we are going to take a good look at this, and we're going to fill a couple of air rifles. This first one is the Gammo Urban. It has a 105 cc air cylinder, and this one actually has a fill pressure up to 3,365 psi. I haven't yet to fill it. It came with 3,000 psi in it. Shot about 31 shots through it, and now we are going to refill it using this Ninja fill station. Let's first take a good close-up look at this tank. Okay, back here is your fill port, and this is your tank pressure gauge. When I initially filled it, I did a couple of charges and then let it sit, and it did bleed down to 0. When I refilled the second time, the compressor did not turn off at 4,500 psi, and it went up a little higher. I bled it down to about 4,500, and then it did leak down to about 4,100. I submerged it. I found that this cap right here underneath the knob was leaking a little bit. You can see some marks on it where I clamped on and turned it nice and tight, and it's kind of held at right around 4,100 psi. Looks like it's right on 4,000 right now. So that's the only issue I've had with it so far, is I had a little leak and had to tighten it up. And here is your fill pressure for whatever you're charging, so you don't have to look in an awkward position like this gun right here. The meter is on the very front. So let's charge this rifle up and see how it does. I also want to show you guys how I just took a cardboard box to mount this thing, and it holds it real stable. And we just lay it down, and I can rotate it back and forth. Here I can see my gauge pressure, tank pressure. Here I can see my fill pressure, very easy. And it's real easy, don't need a fatal or anything. Okay, we are all connected, and this valve turns clockwise to open rather than the counterclockwise you would think. And we just slowly, well, I did not get it on camera because the probe kept leaking and I had to keep working on that. That's on the Gamble Urban itself, but now I am going to show you what it filled to. I'm going to slowly open the valve. Till we get okay, so we got it up to about 3,200 PSI, and that's where it seems to top off. And as you close the valve, it does release the pressure, so you then just remove your probe. Okay, that gun is filled. I kept leaking out pressure. Let's see what we got left in the tank. We've got 3,500 PSI left in the tank, and we want to charge the Diana Storm Rider to 2,900 PSI. So let's hook up the Diana. Okay, now we are going to top off the Diana Storm Rider at 2,900 PSI. Turn our valve slowly. Okay, I feel tension, so it's going to start to fill. Okay, right there at 2,900 PSI. And we start to close the valve. You hear the air release. Now unplug. And there we are at 2,900 PSI right there on the black line. So this Ninja Easy Fill really makes it easy to get up to your recommended pressure, whether it's 2,900. This one will go up to 3,200, it looks like. And what I am going to do, let's mount this camera and then we'll finish up. Okay, that's pretty much the lowdown on this Ninja Easy Fill regulator system on the Ninja 90cc carbon fiber tank. This unit was supplied by PB Mechanics, paintball specialists, and they have lots for PCPs, and what they did was they supplied this at a wholesale price for doing this review, and I am very pleased with this tank. It's going to allow me to do something I've been waiting to do for a long time, and that is I want to top off the Ford Tex pistons on 3 Hatsan pellet rifles, and this easy regulator is going to allow me to do that, because I can slowly turn that valve until I get the pistons up to 150 bar, or between 145 and 150 bar, and this is the only way I'm really going to be able to do it. So I am really pleased with this unit. Like I said, I had a air leak at first, and it was just a matter of tightening up this cap right here, and it's doing a very good job holding pressure now, and that valve makes it so easy. You know, You would think you would turn it counterclockwise to open it, but you got to turn it clockwise to open, and you turn it counterclockwise to turn it off, and it does automatically bleed off pressure as you close the valve. That's very nice. You don't got to worry about your bleed off cap right here. It requires a 3/8 wrench, and it really has to be tightened with a wrench to keep it from leaking. So this handy bleed off feature as you're closing the valve works really nice. I love that, and the fact that I can sit there and watch the pressure gauge coming up, and until I get to my desired pressure. You saw how I did that. I absolutely love this setup. You know, I'd like to have a bigger tank for both the Gamo Urban and this Diana Storm Rider PCP. I'll get about 3, maybe 4 fills out of each one, capping off or topping off the rifles after shooting them, and I'm looking forward to using this thing a lot. Now, PB Mechanics has a special on this. If you go to their website, which in the description below lists my webpage, airgunsmn.com, just go down and click on that, and on my website there is a little just info about this tank. You just click on that, and it tells you to enter the code Kenny5 at checkout. So you just go down to the link below in the description and click on airgunsmn.com, and then there's a little ad for this one that explains what it is and where to buy, and just click on that where it says where to buy. It'll take you to Paintball Mechanics, and enter that code, and you'll get this for the lowest price on the web. It sells for $350 to $400 pretty much everywhere, and you click on that and you fill in that code, you're going to get it for $349.95, I believe, is what you will get it for. And I'd like to talk them into going down an extra $5 and so make it the cheapest on the internet. And I love it. You're gonna love it. And you know, this regulator will fit on a larger tank if you decide to get yourself a larger tank, and you're absolutely gonna love it. I do. And I hope everybody finds PCP airgunning a lot easier using this tank and this easy regulator. My name is Kenny Cormandy, and thank you for watching.